Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Tech Lockdown webcast, where we will be discussing technology that will help us all during the lockdown period and beyond. My name is Zul, and I'll be your moderator for today. In this episode of our webcast, we have a guest from Zoho, Gibu Mathew, the VP and GM for Asia Pacific, to discuss on remote working and business collaboration, best practices with cloud. With that being said, I will now pass over to Said to start with today's discussion.
All right, thank you, Zoe. Good afternoon, everyone. We're here for another episode of our Tech Lockdown webcast. Our webcast is for today is Mr. Gibu Mathew from Zoho Corporation. Thanks, Gibu, for joining us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Syed, for having me on the show.
Right, so Zoho Corporation has been around for quite a while now. Can you please tell us more about the company and how it has evolved over the years?
Sure, Syed. So thank you for asking that question. Well, Syed, well, we started off in 1996, so we have been around for a while. So we started off with focusing on software for enterprise IT management, and we built out a lot of products targeting IT teams. But that actually helped us to see the cloud trend, I would say, quite early. And as early as, say, 2005, we had one of our first cloud products out there. That was basically an Office suite and our CRM products. Well, then we started solving one problem after the other. We fine-tuned those apps. Even as we were growing as a company organically, I would say we realized that there was a lot more software components that we need to serve our customers. And by the time we reach 2020, I think we have we have over 45 plus cloud applications that can solve various functions in a business. We are an 8,000 plus strong company with offices in 10 countries and with over 50 million business users worldwide. Well, as a technology company, I would say we provide software solutions needed to run a business. Let's say, for example, be it software for sales teams or for marketing teams, for team collaboration, like say video conferencing, online meeting, etc. Well, we do a lot of software. So we are basically a tech company and a cloud tech company.
All right, so I guess our focus today will be more on your collaboration technology, I guess. So there's been a lot of talk about that, especially in recent months, all the lockdowns going on around the world. But the market for collaboration tools have been growing steadily even before that. Can you explain why we're seeing a rapid consumerization of collaboration technology these days?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a very good question. Well, some of our listeners, right, and many of us would have grown up in the IBM mainframe days. Okay, I can't ask for a show of hands here, obviously, but I'm sure we have a broad audience out here, right? Some of us grew with Google search, right? Along with Google search was still being made, right? And if you look at Generation Z or the millennials who are joining our workforce today, well, that's probably one of the trends that aligns with the consumerization of collaboration technology. Well, when you talk about millennials or Generation Z, well, they grew up with digital technology since a young age and are comfortable with, say, internet and social media. And technology normally reaches consumers first, cooler, and catches the imagination of people faster. Well, and typically businesses tend to lag a bit, and because they need a little bit more stability. So, well, I would say one reason why the consumerization of collaboration technology as we see today itself is happening is because we are having a new kind of workforce who demands it. So that's one of the reasons. I would say there are a few other reasons. Well, one that is quite obvious but may not be obvious is collaboration actually helps increase employee productivity. Let's take a simple example, right? So a person working on a requirements document writes her thoughts about it, shares with another colleague for comments, and the colleague updates it and sends it back as an email, right? And then they may have to send it to yet another colleague to get comments. Well, if you do it in the traditional way, you create the document and you have to send it up and forth by email. Well, imagine what would happen if you need a version 2 or a version 3 of that document. This whole thing becomes quite complex. So likewise, we need to have easier ways of solving this basic problem. Though we are using some kind of a tool, but the collaboration capabilities of individual tools don't really seem to work the way we need. We need tools that are a lot more smarter than just email or plain office tools. Well, that's one thing. So collaboration, we need to find out how it can help increase employee productivity. Now, that's a reason too for this trend towards more consumer technology coming towards this collaboration space. Well, a lot of times, if you look at work, it's about collaboration, be it around a document or collaboration around customers, right? Basically, a lead or supporting the customer. Well, another example could be a collaboration on how you would support the customer in terms of a product defect or product returns policy. Well, there again, you are collaborating around a particular customer, and you may have multiple employees supporting that customer, different employees in different functions. So how do you ensure that this collaboration within your organization happens smoothly and without affecting your customers' experience? Improving the employees' productivity was another important reason why we have a lot of these technologies that are what we see today coming into the workplace. Talking about collaboration itself, well, what if you have to work from home, right? So we are all finding a new norm now. Well, how can our business actually continue as if it was normal? Well, we do have an experience to share on this particular aspect as a company itself. Well, our CEO actually declared that all our employees would work from home across the globe in the beginning of March itself, right? We are close to 8,000 people in over 13 plus offices, and we pulled this off in 3 days. We were able to get this whole thing switched in 3 days time, and that was actually possible. Because we were highly digitalized, I would say, and we used Zoho for almost everything we need, be it communication support, collaboration tools, whatever it is. So that's again another important aspect when you look at why and how consumerization of collaboration technology has come in towards business software.